Hi, in this video, I will talk about it's a homework assignment I have for myself. Before I die, I would like to make these things. I would like to make paint, shoes, bricks, geet engines, hydrogen fuel, boats. I would like to grow tilapia, fish, moringa trees, sheep. I would like to learn and teach carpentry, dome building, shed building, and memorizing. That P memory course is really something else. It's beautiful, and yet it's ugly at the same time, in the sense that it's the expectations of the teachers are that you would concentrate in one lesson for 2 hours. And I believe that the lessons should be less than 15 minutes, including the instruction reading time. All right. My accomplishments in life. I had something to do with my children being more intelligent than the other children, in the sense that I spend more time with them. I talk with them. I tell them stories about their great grandfather that's dead. I tell them stories about my life and the contrast, what they have, what I had, what I didn't have, what they have. Uh, they didn't have a grandfather, they have a grandmother. They don't have, I didn't have a dad, they have a dad. Uh, when they talk, I look at them and listen to them, and I turn off everything. I completely give them my attention. Whereas I was told and ordered to be quiet, sit still, not move, and don't bother the adults. I tell them the truth as far as like masturbation, sex. Uh, how many times my mother caught me masturbating? How many times I masturbated a day? Whereas what, or when I was growing up, nobody told me I would start masturbating. Nobody told me. If they did tell me, they would tell me lies. You're eating beef, and I was eating pork. It was a lie. The fighting advice I got from my mother was hit them. That's suicide, mother. These guys, the bullies, they have the confidence at least that if you're a mother and you're telling your kids to hit the other kids that are bothering you, that technique works only if your kids are trained in fighting. And I always remember one girlfriend, and I remember wrestling with her, and I couldn't throw her to the floor, not even gently, not even rough. And finally I asked her, "What in the world? How in the world are you so good at?" And she told me, "Oh, Daniel, I had 3 sisters and 3 brothers, or something like that. I have probably 2 more sisters, and 3 brothers. Yeah, that's the way it was. There was no way I was going to defeat her. If anything, I was going to lose." All right. So again, the best advice I have for you: be like that neighbor over there. his woman moved out. He goes to work. He comes home. He lives alone. The only thing I know about the other neighbors is that they have cars. And they take out the trash. That's about all I know about them. Sometimes I wonder, I don't think they even come out. That's a nice family there. They all help each other. I've seen various of every time they cut the grass, it's a different member of the family. All right, live alone, because who needs a wife that's gonna call the police and tell a lie, and put you in jail, or in the Baker Act hospital jail? And either, by the way, I have not been arrested. Actually, I have never been arrested. And again, I have not done anything illegal. So, how does that work, You can be thrown in the hospital jail without doing anything illegal. Kicking a door instead of hitting your kids, because they like to play this game, or slamming the door. They haven't played it in a while. But that's finally because I'm able to talk to my son. Help me. Please get away from your sister. I'm not able to tell the sister anything, because the grandmother and the mother, they say, if you bother me or bother the daughter, like take away her Kindle or something like that, then we're going to throw you in that Baker Act place. Love conquers all. In the end, we will part as friends. I don't see how we're going to be friends. However, I'm here for right now. I got a few years to go. It's a terrible life in that aspect. I've got several years to go before I'm giving myself permission to leave. And that's because of two things. One, I love my son. I'm not going to leave him here with these three women. That's one. And two, well, I could say I don't have a job. I don't have a driver's license. I mean, I still have it on me. It's expired on the birthday, but I'm not going to keep. I never did like driving. I mean, when you grow up like in Chicago, where you can take the bus and just get off and not have to look for parking, and when you go to Miami and you got to drive everywhere and you got to pay for parking and plus traffic tickets, so no way. The best advice is to live alone. It really is the best. You could become a saint that way. Nobody will touch your things. And you can have a woman if you want, but she'll have to come and visit. Or you could go pick her up on your bicycle. But you definitely don't want her to live with you. For what? To give you like that, a kiss, and even if it's on the lips, and she leaves? I'm like, what about sex? She says, what about next Friday? There must be someone out there for me. And little by little I'll find her. I just gotta do my time first. I'm doing time. Just like the guys in prison. But I'm having more fun than the guys in prison. I get sex once in a while, but it's really breadcrumbs, or it's not really the best. But I do get to help my son in his life, which is my major objective. If I failed, all right, I failed. But my son shall not fail. Now, my daughter, she's becoming intelligent. I don't know if she just became intelligent, or I know she's intelligent. What I'm talking about martial arts, she's finally says, well, I better learn how to avoid a jab. The jab is the fast punch from the boxers. And the way I avoid it is I step back or step to the side and I just swat it. But then she also needs to learn more than that, of course, you know. You know, I mean, a lot of other strikes. But what got my daughter, I'm going to have to ask her, what made you decide to learn Tai Chi Chuan? Because the only thing she told me was that she saw a girl get grabbed by the hair, or by the hair, wherever she got grabbed, and thrown to the floor. And my daughter is a perfectionist as far as cooking, as far as schoolwork. If only she would apply that to Tai Chi Chuan. She asked me how is she doing, and I told her, well, you're you lost years. You're way, way, way behind. But I told her that if she practiced every day, in less than a month, she would be pretty good. And of course, if I don't suffocate her, as far as like when I attack her, she does okay. She's making less mistakes, which is really what happens in a fight. It's not necessarily that the other guy knows more than you. It's just that, well, yeah, he does know more of you if he beats you. He does know, because the mistakes beginners make. Like she'll come to attack me in a roundhouse, let's say, and then I put my fist in front of her face, you know, in a straight shot. So yes, she could have hit me, but I would have hit her first. As one of my Tai Chi teacher's senior classmates, my teacher's classmate, said to me, Mr. Lee, he said, leave second, but arrive first. So like if they go around, then you arrive first. Even if they come in like this, you arrive first. You just arrive first. All right, talk to you later. Be better than I am.